How about that?
How about that?
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So we're going to come up here kind of on this side, and we're going to shoot.
Then cut over, yep, cut over.
That direction.
More, cut more.
More.
There you go. You can go around. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, if you push that
Z button, it goes instantaneously into
Z.
the fast mode.
Well, do it now. It changes your gearing. Amazingly, it changes the gearing. I mean, it's like I don't even like it.
Yeah, I was on the second setting, not the sport, not the super crazy, the sort of the middle of the road here. And I also realized that the single biggest thing I don't want to do is be an asshole and hit a child or a dog in your neighborhood. Kid, you can go. Yeah.
Demo.
I also like the heads-up display. I was going to ask, where it's got this, and then it's got the superimposed speedometer and tachometer and G-meter up on the...
You didn't notice this is a video?
I did. That really fucked with me. I sat down in here, I was like, that's not real. and I look out the back, I'm like, that makes sense as to why that's not real.
But now, you see, that's
real.
That's a small window.
Yeah, that doesn't give you very much visual acuity.
That's why they do this, yeah.
That was pretty cool. Like, that's the single best TV screen I've ever seen in a car. You know, like, this is truly an amazing piece of hardware.
Wait till you see the video that the car's making while you're driving it. All right, so you're heading right. I'm going to take you to a little stretch of road where you can go 100 with impunity.
Excellent.
And it's very close by, so we don't have to go forever.
I mean, believe me, I'm happy to drive. I'm happy to burn your gasoline for however long you want me to. This thing's neat.
You gotta turn left.
Turning left. So get out of cross traffic.
You're clear this way for quite a while.
Clear this way, too. That's like not even standing down on it. It's like, this bad boy means business.
I know. I couldn't get the 0 to 60 yet. The race was slow. The fastest I got was 3.46.
That's still really fast.
But I couldn't get. I have a video. I'll show you the video, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. You're supposed to put your foot on the brake hard, bring the RPM up to 6,500, and then pop.
And then dump off the brake.
I couldn't do it. I kept thinking I'm going to hurt the car.
I'm going to fuck this up. This is not right. This is not right.
And so I would take my brake off and hit the gas.
Yeah, you would.
But still, 3.46 for a bad run. I mean.
So what'll this thing do a quarter mile in?
10 something.
Yeah, it's a 10-second car.
But some lady in California took this car and put a couple of superchargers on it, and she set a world record, 8.5.
Whoa!
For a production car.
That's crazy fast.
No shit.
That's a fucking bananas fast.
You're almost in a slingshot category.
Yeah, you know, like the number.
You're gonna turn right at the light.
The number of like honest to God like nitrous drag cars that are doing a quarter mile in less than 8 seconds is not very many. So I'm turning left, you said?
Right.
Right. So I'm following the black truck.
Yeah, you're going to have a couple of sharp turns.
I'm okay with that. I bet this car kind of is designed for that.
It doesn't lean very much.
Yeah, I feel myself doing this as I want to. It's like, no, you don't need to do that.
Well, it doesn't have the bolsters that puff you up on the sides like my Mercedes does.
I frankly don't necessarily love them. I get the point in them. Gee, Christmas, it's like it's on rails. Now, this doesn't have four-wheel steer. It just is stuck to the ground like...
Rear-wheel drive, front-wheel steering.
Yeah.
No superchargers.
Oh, this is naturally aspirated, fuel injected only.
No, yeah, there's no turbos. And the new Z06 has 670 horse.
Whereas this is what, like 650 or 6?
No, this one's only 495.
Okay.
The Z06 is going to be 670 with no. It's naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
So there's no
turbocharger.
No turbo.
No turbo lag or super drag.
And so the new Z06 is the most horsepower that's ever been produced from a V8 that didn't have
Supercharger.
Yes, supercharger. Or
some sort of forced induction.
turbo, no turbos.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the road we're heading to is the one that you're looking at.
Okay.
And so we just need a little time for those guys to get ahead of us a little bit.
I see what you're picking. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You're gonna catch them quick. You ready?
Holy shit! Holy! I'm like,
You've got 80 miles an hour.
yeah.
In about 350 feet.
Yeah, like across the width of a fucking intersection. Like, there's not any blood in my fucking fingertips. Jesus.
You got it to hop, skip, and jump, man. You did a good job.
I mean, I figured that was what you were after. Like,
Well,
I
now
didn't
hold
have
back a little bit, because if you're going to try to get it to, you may not want to get it to 100, but you were just about 80 there.
I mean,
But if you want to get to 100, you got to let those guys get further out.
I mean,
You got to turn here.
yeah, I can see it. But like this thing,
It doesn't really worry about turns.
no. I just kind of don't feel.
100! He did it! Woohoo!
There's the money number.
And you didn't even catch up with those guys.
I mean, I guess I could have tried harder, but by the same token, I'm also aware that this is not my toy, and fucking this up would be a rather serious fuck up.
Okay, so this goes about 2 miles and it comes to an end, and then we turn around and come back. Or you can turn around anywhere you want.
I'm gonna do 2 miles out and 2 miles back. What the heck? Let's all not do anything dumb here with your big dually that looks like a fat woman.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, this is way nice.
Corners well.
Super well. That fucking frickin' a Civic behind me was trying to be all up in my business, and then I was like,
Just trying to read the license plate.
well, I think I know where I can get away from you, and it's here in the corner.
He turned off.
Yeah. This thing is, like, amazing.
It makes all Corvettes until now obsolete.
I mean, it makes most Lamborghinis up until now obsolete. It makes a lot of cars.
Well, my buddy Tom's got a new Ferrari, and he's 3.2 or 3.4, and I'm 2.8, 0 to 60.
Yeah, you're faster than the new Ferrari.
And he paid 280.
And this was what, like
80.
An 80 sticker.
They start at 60.
Yeah, and the thing is that they lose money every one of these that they make, but they're,
Who cares?
I mean,
So now you need to turn around.
so is there a better way to do that than exposing a high-end automobile to traffic coming either direction? Go up and flip a U-ey in one of these parking lots kind of deal?
Yeah, there's South Lake Electric there. So if you go up there, turn left into their parking lot, you'd be good. It's right there by the white sign, but now hiring.
Christmas.
Jesus.
Like, I wasn't exactly going slow there. It's like,
At least he didn't hit us.
yeah, that's kind of the thing, but like, I realize I'm out here intentionally driving like an ass, but like, I'm at least trying to. At no point did I really run up on somebody or pass somebody on the right-hand side like a dingbat. So here on Pine Island.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop. 114.
Oh, shit.
I didn't mean stop. Brake-wise, I meant stop getting faster.
Okay.
Just, you don't hit the brakes at that speed, you just take your foot off the gas.
Yeah.
114. I think that's the fastest this car has gone so far.
Oh my, well, I'm happy
You gotta write that down. Well, it's recorded.
Yeah, good, bad, or otherwise. Don't show the popo, man, right?
Hey, Nels, when you're driving this car tomorrow, you gotta hit 115 to beat him. How's your insurance policy?
This is a rad ride, man. Hot damn. This is every bit of giggle for $60,000 or
60. That's the base, the L1, L2, L3. So the L1 was 59.9. The L2 was like 64 something. And the L3 with all of the goodies was only 71.
And
So
this is
then-
an L3.
3.
This is the high end.
So this was 71, and I put 10,000 in goodies on it to bring it up to 81.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's nothing to compare. Nothing. As I said, my buddy Tom got a new Ferrari, and it's 3.2, I think, 0 to 60. This will beat a Porsche Turbo.
Yeah, and you won't look like a fucking vagina driving a Porsche.
But a Porsche Turbo is
They're quick.
190.
Oh, gee, many Christmas, I wasn't thinking about that. That being said, if I was going to spend 190 grand on something, I'd rather get seen in this or the Porsche in that order. Or, to me, this or the Ferrari and then the Porsche in that order.
Well, I told Tom, I said, Tom, you know, this car is a nicer car than yours. I mean, Ferrari has more curb appeal, but when you park your car and my car next to each other, everybody's gawking at my car, not yours.
And
So I said, so why don't you just get my Corvette and then buy a $200,000 boat and you're even?
I mean, you know, shit. And on top,
He said I didn't think of it that way.
and what's going to be lower maintenance, this or the Ferrari, right? Like, what's going to be...
Where's the dealer for the Ferrari?
Yeah, you know, how are you going to deal with that? Yeah, I know. You know, if somebody says, here's $200,000, spend it on something stupid depreciating asset, it's like, well, if I'm going to have to buy a foreign car, I guess I'll buy an Aston Martin or a Lamborghini, like, but, yeah, this is pretty neat. So how fast will this go?
195.
That's bananas.
Yep. His Ferrari is 205.
But, like, either way, you get on the wrong end of another automobile or a phone pole, you've ruined your toy and you've probably killed yourself or
Well,
something.
you were just at 114. At 114, seatbelts don't work.
Well, that's an interesting statistic.
Doesn't matter what you drive.
Yeah. You wrap something around a phone pole at 115 miles an hour, you're going to die.
You might live through it with a coma in my Mercedes because it's the safest car ever made, but the chances are you're not going to make it to coma.
I mean, you know.
That basically means your face is on the telephone pole and there's no car in front of you anymore.
No, it does. I mean, it's the same thing about, like, you know, wrecking a motorcycle at 80 miles an hour. They scrape you off the pavement with a box no shovel. But, like, yeah, you know, if you would talk to me when I was 18 or 19 or 20, I drove my pickup like my hair was on fire everywhere. and yeah, it was fun. It was stupid, and I got lucky, and I never had any issues. But like,
it was fun.
It was fun. I've
and you're still doing it, just like today.
but I do it where it makes sense in a car that it makes sense to do it in, and I don't do it all the time, and I don't do it in traffic. You know, it's like, you know, if we did this out in Oregon, it's like, hey, I know a handful of back roads where we can loop together a 15-mile loop. And
yeah, see, I can get you to one of those roads, but it takes a while to get there. This is close, and it's never patrolled. I've never seen. I go this way all the time. The high school I met her at is out that way, and so I've never seen a cop.
Perfect.
Ever.
I bet the kids you're mentoring kind of like the car and kind of appreciate.
Well, they haven't seen the car. It's Ann's car. I don't drive this car.
This is a fancy car. Why'd you guys only do a 2-car garage?
Turn.
Oh, left here. Thank you. I would have missed that.
Well, I wanted 3. I didn't have enough space.
Oh, that makes sense.
Just the shape of the lot.